And the reason I say question everything, bro, because you gotta find the truth. You have to seek for the truth. You have to learn the information for yourself to actually gather that truth. So question everything, bro. Question your family. You see what I'm saying? Question your lineage. Question everything because that's how you find answers. If you don't question things, if you don't go out there and question different things, nigga, and really research certain things, you're not gonna have the information for yourself. You're just gonna be regurgitating things. You see what I'm saying? So now when it comes time to break down that true information, that true lineage, you can't find it. You see what I'm saying? You can't find it. You gotta stutter and hold on, let me know. Question everything, bro. Question society. That's how you break the matrix ultimately, bro. You have to question everything to break this matrix. What did Neo do in the Matrix, nigga? He questioned everything. Why was this happening? How the fuck did this happen? You see what I'm saying? Why do I have these abilities? Why is this coming online? So I'm saying you have to question everything. Sometimes you even have to question where you going in life. You want to question everything. And the power and of question everything is you finding truth. You find truth when you question everything. You see what I'm saying? You especially your truth. That's how you find the truth. And it starts with you goddamn seeking. You have to seek the information. You got to go out there and learn the information for yourself. You can't always, hey, I'm finna look at this video and this video finna tell me no. Go pick up these books, bro. Go pick up the books, bro. Go learn the information for yourself. So I'm saying go meditate on the information for yourself. Cause that's how the information sticks with you. You got to question everything though. Question everything you see in society. Cause one thing we know about society, bro, when you see one thing, it's really not that. You got to question everything, bro. Don't hold yourself to a limit. Just, oh, nah, damn, I'm cool with this. And being content with something. No. Something that shit happened for a reason. A lot of shit happened for a reason. So you got to understand that, bro. Question everything, though. When you tapping in with yourself, when you sitting down with yourself, question why that happened. Question why your family is like that. You see what I'm saying? Because when you question that, you find the answers. A lot of times, nigga, the black sheep in the family or somebody who, you know what I'm saying, ducked off, who seems like that nigga, they question everything. That's why they seem like the black sheep. That's why folks don't really allow them to come around and speak like that because they are the black sheep because they do question everything. People don't like questions. What you will learn about society and just anything, bro, when it comes test. This is how you test people, bro. You ask questions. You ask questions, and you will know or not if they know what they talking about, nigga. To sound like it. You will gather the information. You will gain the information. Like, okay, nigga, that actually makes sense. You see what I'm saying? That's why you want to question everything, bro. You don't want somebody just to be giving you information. You see what I'm saying? Go research this information. Go tap in with yourself. Go read. Go learn a lesson. You see what I'm saying? Question everything in today's society, bro. When we seeing these people on TV, nigga, we starting to have to question, are these people human? We know the truth, though. We know the truth. You know the truth. You got to sit back and actually gather yourself. Go take time and sit back and think on things. You see what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and be like, nah, accept this. No, bro. Go research. That's how you learn. That's how information sticks. Oftentimes you have to write things down. You see what I'm saying? Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Y'all got any questions? Anything to say, bro? That's what you gonna come to understand, bro. A lot of a lot of people, bro, don't question things. So now, nigga, when they're being misled, when they're being guided in the wrong direction, they can't tell. They can't really see. You see what I'm saying? They want to blame everybody else because you're not your own thinking. The thing is, nigga, when you don't question everything, now you allow the government or you allow somebody to tap in and control you. Now you're being controlled. You see what I'm saying? Now you're being manipulated and you don't even know it. And you don't even know it. So you got to sit back. You got to really think. You got to ask questions, bro. You got to ask questions. Why is this going on in the world? Is the sun not getting hotter? Do we not feel that? You see what I'm saying? You got to understand these things. You got to sit back and really learn. You see what I'm saying? And you'll know what time it is because we're in the time of actually growth, bro. We're in the time of, nigga, where you can't sit back and let things come to you. You got to actually grind and work for it. We're in the time of understanding. You see what I'm saying? We're in the time of knowledge and information, bro. Growth is here with us. You see what I'm saying? But if you're not asking questions, if you're not going out there and actually exploring the world, because it's a world to be explored, you see what I'm saying? You lose yourself. You tend to only see as far as what you got at hand. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is, bro. You gotta understand yourself. You gotta ask questions. Ask yourself questions. Sit back and goddamn meditate on shit. And when you meditating on these things, nigga, don't be quick, cause shit don't come quick. A lot of us want instant gratification. A lot of us want these type of things. But what you gotta come to realize is shit happens for a reason. That's why you asking questions and shit like that is reasonable. It's reasonable. You see what I'm saying? A child that's unknowing must ask questions. You got to take some time your perspective as you being a child. You being a child, you got to understand that because we're a child in this world. We're still learning. We're still doing different things. So if we're doing different things and learning and growing, you're a child at some point. If you wanna sit there and be like, oh no, I can't learn nothing from nobody, that's on you. We're here to gain wisdom and understanding. We're here to gain that growth. We're here to goddamn ascend and become lighter. This is a school, so you have to ask questions. You have to ask questions. When you're not asking questions in this school, you become lost because you think you have it all figured out yourself. That's why it's a school. You're here to learn from different people. People come into your life. People come into your life and understand. Okay, hey, I'm meant to learn this from somebody. I'm meant to learn this from him, from her. This was a lesson and a blessing at the same time because I learned. You got to understand that. You got to understand that you can't sit back and just allow things to happen to you and you not question them because that's not a learning point at that moment. You see what I'm saying? Now, nigga, you becoming confused. Now you like, man, it's just my life. Now you bitching and shit like that. You got to understand these things. You got to understand these things. You got to sit back and really manifest your own life and question certain things that happen within your life, not only within your life, but that's going on within the world. So you can find the answers. So you can find the answers. You have to question food we eat. Do we not? Do we not? But a lot of times niggas don't want to question because they like being dumbed down. So they can say, man, I didn't know. But when it's that time of judgment, a lot of folks gonna be asked out. A lot of folks gonna be left out. You see what I'm saying? Because they didn't ask questions. Because they didn't sit back and say, damn, let me really think on this. Let me meditate on this. Is this the right move to make? And they went ahead and did what they did. You see what I'm saying? Questions are necessary. Questions are necessary. You get one of your elders alone, or you just in a room with your elders, ask some questions. Ask some questions. You will find a lot of different information. You will find a lot of different gems in what they're talking about. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem, nigga, with the youth and just the elders. We don't communicate enough to really get the gems and get the game because it's a lot of game, goddamn, that us young folks can teach the elders and the elders can teach us, but we don't ask questions because we don't question things. Everybody want to be big dog. You see what I'm saying? Everybody want to be big dog. Everybody want to seem like they have the information. We don't have all the answers. That's why you ask questions. You got a piece of the puzzle though. We all got a piece of the puzzle. So you got to remember that. You got to sit back and know, okay, nigga, this is what I can do about this. I can learn this. And a lot of times, nigga, you gotta push yourself and look for purpose. Look for purpose. That's what information and questioning things are about. You gotta have your own mind and do these type of things. If you don't have your own mind and you just like being led astray and led in the wrong way, well, my nigga, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. If you like to bullshit all the time and talk shit and do all that type of shit and not elevate and grow, this will get there. How did you do that? You see what I'm saying? And yes, we may not take the same formula as you, but we may imitate some of the moves that you did get there. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand these things. You can't sit back and be like, nah, man, he look at him. I don't like the way he move. No, but it's something you can learn from, bro. Everybody got game. That's something you got to understand too. Everybody has game. Everybody has some type of game, some type of status, or something they can teach you, something they're good at. But if you always sit back and judge people, man, you ain't about nothing, and fuck them up like that, my nigga, and not really fuck with them and talk to them and understand different things, you won't understand, nigga. Everybody has some type of game. Everybody has. You can learn from anybody. You can learn from a child. You can learn from yourself. You can learn from your experiences. You see what I'm saying? But you do have to ask questions. And a lot of times you got to go to the Most High and ask those questions. Hey, man, look, I don't like what's going on right here. A lot of us need to pray. A lot of us think prayer is weak because we're spiritual. No, prayer is like manifestation. Prayer is you speaking an affirmation. So don't be afraid to go out there and pray and speak positive words upon yourself. You see what I'm saying? And ask the creator a question. Hey man, look, how do I put myself in position? You know what I'm saying? Because an unknowing child must ask questions. You see what I'm saying? So you got to ask these questions. You got to step outside of your comfort zone and explore the world as well. And explore the world because that's asking questions as well. Sometimes you got to go out there and experience instead of just, oh, damn, hey, no. Sometimes you got to go out there and experience. So you got to understand, nigga, it's different levels to this shit, but you always ask questions in a society like this. You don't never step out of here and be like, nah, man, I ain't gonna question this. This just what it is. That's why you got to know your information. That's why you got to know what you're talking about and learn. You see what I'm saying? And the best way to learn is you actually reading that information, you studying that information, not you regurgitating somebody else's information. You see what I'm saying? You gotta understand that. So when you sitting back and sitting in place, bro, Really sit back and ask questions. A lot of times the answers will come to you sitting back in silence and peace being still and you asking the questions. You know what I'm saying? And you asking those questions, just sitting there just thinking. You know what I'm saying? And not being disturbed or nothing like that. So you gotta sit back and just manifest and continue to ask questions, continue to ask why society is why it is, and goddamn find the answers. Don't just sit there and ask questions. You gotta seek this information. You gotta seek the information. It's a lot that's going on, bro. Don't lose yourself though. You know what I'm saying? Always elevate, always stay positive, and always ask questions. Always ask questions. So thank y'all for tapping in with me. The lack of interest from the culture about black on black violence is what makes so yeah, I could say that, but you got to understand what's the culture, because our culture in today's age it seems to be drill music, killing, thugging. You know what I'm saying? Doing those type of things. We got to change the narrative. We got to change what people see. We got to change what people see. We don't like to change what people see. So nigga, a lot of times we go into this mode of becoming what we see, becoming our environment. You see what I'm saying? Stop becoming our environment. Yes, nigga, the culture is for one, bro. We not black. You gotta understand that. We continue to call ourselves something that means dead. We're not dead. For two, bro, what you gotta understand is we gotta change what people see. The culture is not black. The culture is go out here and try to catch a hat or do something evil. We gotta change the culture to being positive. The culture to actually goddamn growing. The culture to actually becoming one in a unity. See what I'm saying? That's what we got to change the culture to. The culture is meant for us to be together and come together as one. You know what I'm saying? But we don't do that. We destroy each other. So pick your poison. You know what I'm saying? But does that mean we can't goddamn influence each other to do positive things? No, because it don't take a lot of people for us to grow. It don't take a lot of people for us to actually ascend and grow to where we need to grow and to actually change the world. It don't take a lot of us. It don't take a lot of us. It's probably what 1% of us people that's actually conscious amongst the world. I mean, we waking up because it's inevitable, nigga. You seeing this shit on the news. You seeing this shit being broadcast, Epstein and all these different type of things. So, nigga, we're forced to actually wake up right now, nigga, because it's an information age. But what you gotta understand is, nigga, what you gotta understand is, just because he your color or she your color don't mean that you can. I'm not telling you don't go with your people, but nigga, some of your people are lost too, so they'll do it to you as fast. So you gotta understand that. You gotta understand what time we in, cause some of our people going crazy too. No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? But I thank y'all for tapping in. I'm finna get up out of here. Like I said, bro, question everything. You gotta question everything. Don't just sit back and accept things. Question everything. Thank y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Bro. I'm finna get up out of here. Peace. Yeah.